Good evening, and thank you for joining us for today's forum featuring the candidates running for the Palatine Township Supervisor. My name is Lizzie Clinert. I'm a member of the League of Women Voters of the Palatine area. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization that neither supports, opposes, nor recommends candidates for office. The League was founded here in Chicago in 1920 in order to help educate and inform the new female voters who had just won the right to vote. The League's purpose is to promote responsibility through the informed and active participation of all citizens. Providing this forum enables the public to become better informed about the issues facing our community and the candidates running for office, and we are pleased to offer this service to you. We would like to extend our sincerest thanks to Bev Alderman, a library associate, and Rolando Medrano, a technology specialist at the Palatine Public Library, whose help and technology have made today's forum possible. Bev and Rolando are the co-hosts today and will be operating this webinar. During today's presentation, all audience members will be muted. We will not be using the chat or raised hand features. Before we get into the event, we have a brief poll for our audience. Please take a moment to indicate how you heard about this evening's forum. Thank you. Now I'm pleased to introduce our moderator, Cate Williams. Cate is a member of the League of Women Voters and a trained moderator. Thank you for being here tonight, Cate.
Thank you very much for inviting me. My name is Cate Williams. I'm a member of the League of Women Voters of McHenry County, so I'm not able to vote in this election. Normally, we would have our two candidates on screen tonight with us. Unfortunately, we received notice rather late after this forum had been promoted that Melissa Ortega was recovering from some fairly serious dental surgery and has been advised by her doctor not to participate, and she's unable to speak. The League of Women Voters has a policy called No Empty Chair. And if we were to do our traditional format of allowing the one candidate to answer questions and not the other candidate, it would give an unfair advantage. And we regret this. So we feel like we've come up with a good solution. We've asked each candidate to submit or read a 3-minute statement. And so we're going to go ahead, follow the rules of the League of Women Voters, and we'll now allow our first candidate, Andy John, to go ahead and read his 3-minute statement. Then I'll read a 3-minute statement from Melissa Ortega, and then we'll conclude the forum. I hope everyone understands we want to be fair to everyone. So thank you.
Hi there. Before I begin, I want to thank our host tonight. And I'd also like to wish my political opponent and still my neighbor a speedy recovery. My name is Andy John Kalkounos, and I'm your current Palatine Township trustee. I'm now running for Township Supervisor. I'm a lifelong Township resident and proud to be raising my family right here in Palatine, along with my wife, Cate, who's a 6th grade math teacher. We're blessed to have 2 young children who are in District 15 public schools, and we love it there. I'm a Fremd High School graduate who earned my business degree from Butler University. Cate and I are both first-generation United States citizens, born to immigrant parents, seeking a better life. I'm a small business owner, much like my parents, and we now employ over 100 people in this community. Townships are more important now than ever before. COVID tests and eventually vaccines, property tax appeals, senior services, food pantry. There's 400 families almost every month that are suffering from food scarcity. These are services that are just desperately needed right now. I'm running for supervisor because I'm passionate about people, not just politics, right? I'm not a politician, but I'm already a public servant. It's what I do, it's who I am. I passionately served for years on the Harper College Foundation Board. I'm a longtime board chairman for the Meet Chicago Northwest Tourism Bureau, which requires tremendous engagement with leadership in Springfield and stakeholders in our township and neighboring communities. My strong relationships across our region strengthen my candidacy to serve you. Relationships matter to me, and I will bring my collaborative, problem-solving approach to my new role as your supervisor. Now, I chose to run with a group of professionals that I proudly call the most qualified township team in the state of Illinois. I'd appreciate you supporting all of us. Together, we have pledged to freeze township taxes for our entire term. We also pledge to continue to serve the needs of all residents through our outstanding services and creative outreach. Now, let me tell you about our new township team. They're all real experts in their field of finance, law, good governance, and philanthropy. We also manage budgets of substantial scale in our businesses, elected, or volunteer offices. These trustees are Bill Pullman, Christine Svensson, Leslie Bolanos, and Mike Smolka. My other township team members are Aaron Delmar, who's a current highway commissioner. He keeps the roads plowed, safe, and well-maintained. He delivers when it counts. Current clerk, Lisa Moran. She is simply the gold standard of transparency and integrity. Current assessor, Terry Kelly, has faithfully served the past 12 years and processed a record number of tax appeals in 2020.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That was a fast 3 minutes and I appreciate it. So thank you very much. I'll now read the statement submitted by Melissa Ortega. Good evening, my name's Melissa Ortega and I'm running for Palatine Township Supervisor. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters for hosting tonight's event and the audience for attending. Unfortunately, I'm recovering from complications from a difficult oral surgery and could not speak at tonight's event. I expect to make a full recovery soon. I'm running because I'm passionate about giving back to the community and helping people improve their quality of life. The township fills gaps when villages and cities can't, and I'm running to be the voice of those residents. I've lived in Palatine Township for 14 years with my husband and 2 sons. Both sons went to District 15 and 211 schools. My youngest is a junior now at Palatine High School. I've worked full-time at customer service in Nation Pizza and Foods while earning my associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees, so I know how to work hard. After graduating from Harper College, I went on to Loyola University, where I met people that inspired me to do something bigger. I dreamed of being a voice for those not being heard and to make a difference in my community. I earned my bachelor's in business management and organizational psychology and my master's in community counseling. My life experience as an advocate for all people who face difficulties. Life hasn't been easy for me. And as a woman of color, I know what it's like to face discrimination. As a part-time crisis counselor, I've aided families that were fleeing domestic violence here at a social service agency, Wings. I've cooked dinner there with 45 guests and not enough mac and cheese to go around. I've made midnight trips to the emergency room to counsel a mom or a young adult in the middle of a mental health crisis. I understand the devastating effects of food insecurity and the struggle of poverty. It's from these experiences I have the ability to act quickly in crisis and assess the situation and look for the best solutions. I know the township needs to do to help its neediest residents. Our slate, Democrats for Palatine Township, understands that social service is a big part of what a township provides. Seeing firsthand how agencies use the grants even makes it more important to help our residents. After speaking with my neighbors, I learned that many people don't even know what the township does. It's my mission to make sure residents know how they can turn to the township in need. They need to know there is help and hope that the township can deliver. The pandemic has been very hard on our residents, and recovery will be hard. So thank you for listening, and remember to vote for me, Melissa Ortega. So thank you. That concludes the forum this evening. Again, to our attendees, we apologize, but we hope you understand situations do come up like this. We want to be fair and adhere to the rules of forums. So Lizzie, some closing remarks, please.
Thanks, Cate, and thank you, candidates. I just want to remind everybody that we hope you'll join us back here at 8 p.m. tonight for a forum featuring the candidates running for the Palatine Township Clerk. To join, please click on the same link you used to access this forum. Couple brief reminders: early voting starts March 22nd. You can find lots of information at the League of Women Voters Palatine area website, including voter registration, election information, and how to recycle your yard sign after the election. Please participate in our democracy by casting your ballot. Your vote is your voice. Thanks, you guys, and have a good night.